just want to say that we are so incredibly thankful for the community of Big Love throughout the years.
We sure are. We sure are. I'm Zach, and this is Beth. And this is our 5th year doing the Big Love Festival. It's kind of amazing that it's been 5 years and that it started back in, it initially started up during a performance at the Uncorked Wine Bar, and that led to a kitchen table discussion with our friend David Swirsky, and here we are.
So Zach's playing a show at Uncorked, right? And David and I are sitting there watching him, and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna do this community festival in February." It was like November, mind you. In February, in this complex called the Big Love Festival. And David and I looked at each other and said, "He's never talked about this before." And so then we went up to him afterwards and said, "Well, who's helping you with this?" And he said, "You." So here we are 5 years later.
That's awesome.
It started off as a transformational festival for and by the city of Akron, for and by the people of Akron. We started it as, first of all, Akron really needed to have a scene during the wintertime. There was just nothing that would happen during the wintertime in Akron. It was incredibly boring. So there was a need out of that. There was also, we felt a deep need for people to find a sense of transformation within themselves. We were kind of coming out of 3 decades of everything kind of being centrally run and controlled as a city, and people kind of needed that belief in democracy and in themselves and in the community in which we live in. And so we felt like transformational festivals that happen all around the United States that are always off in the middle of nowhere were a really great model to give people that personal and community transformation effects, but that we felt like it was really important to do in the city by the people of the city, for people to be able to kind of create the Akron that they want to see.
Yeah, and it's been amazing. Just thinking back on some of my favorite things that have happened throughout the festival. Last year we had completely out of the blue, we found out that there was someone that proposed, and there was a successful acceptance to that at the festival, which is a beautiful thing. We've had some other folks that have met at the festival that have since married, and we've got a couple of folks that are having some children, all through connections made through the festival, which is just beautiful to see those types of relationships form.
The last time that we were at Summit Art Space, we were using this very old electric system. This year we've got generators that overdid it for the elevator, and so someone just decided to bring their guitar and set up by the elevator and let people know that they couldn't use it while they were playing music. It was pretty great.
Yeah, it's really wonderful to see the creative spirit come out in people throughout the day. We've had so many instances where something would happen or something would be needed, and someone would be standing right there and be like, "Oh, I'll help, I can do that," or like, "Oh, I'm an electrician, I'll just figure this out." And not even being asked, not even being somebody that we scheduled to be there, anything, just the community. Again, when having a space and opening it up and giving people an opportunity to just be themselves, it's been really beautiful to watch.
And I think that some of my favorite moments too is, musicians getting up on a table and playing music, having Ruth walk in with bagpipes blaring for Angie's set last year, random art that just kind of gets put up randomly, right? And that is not to discredit the fact of how many people have become our family out of this festival and out of this effort. From that family that has been created from this festival, we've been able to create an entire network that does year-round programming. You can check out what that year-round programming is at www.biglovenetwork.us. It's really been beautiful to see this seed blossom and grow into an entire organization. But what we love about the year-round programming that we do, as well as what happens at the festival, is that people find a sense of ownership in it. People find their own voice in it. People take it into their own hands, and that is because you are Big Love.
Big Love is all of us, each and every single one of us.
Through that sense of all of us coming together to create something together, that we will create the Akron that we want, not just for one day, but all year round, every year.